Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Cool FM Live broadcast of Cochise County Sports. Tonight, you're rocking with Dave and Paul, and we have Buena Colt basketball coming all the way up to Tucson, Arizona, in the Pima Aztecs Holiday Classic, Pima Community College, Campus West, by the way. We figured that out. We are coming to you live as the Buena Colts take on the Pusch Ridge Lions.
Pusch Ridge Christian Academy Lions.
There you go. Dave Davies alongside Paul Corder, the man with all the stats and all the numbers, all the information. Dave, how are we feeling tonight?
Oh, I am great. You know, again, Buena basketball, we told you all year, as many games as we can cover. Well, here we are. We don't mind the drive. Come watch our kids. They're taking on a pretty good team tonight. Pusch Ridge Christian Academy, 5-5 on the year, but they have height. They are playing Phoenix teams. This is a team that knows what they're doing. We're going to be looking out for number 11, sophomore Noah McKinney. The kid's already above the rim, so you'll be seeing a lot of this kid.
Good to know.
As far as
for the Buena Colts, I mean,
Duran.
We know a few names, and I was going to say we know about Booker, we know about Zeus. Julian Duran has stepped up and taken Sierra Vista by storm. I broadcasted the game solo where he went 5 for 5 in the first quarter from three-point land. 12 threes against Rincon University.
12 of 15.
Scored 38 points. Dave, tell us about Julian Duran. We talked to Coach Dennis Baker about him. Could not be more excited for this kid.
The way that Buena plays basketball, they're a transition team, they're a fast break team. If you have Julian Duran knocking out shots like that, he's going to have so many open opportunities because of this offense. If he's hitting shots like that, I'll see you at the top, as Michael Chandler would say.
Well, that's one thing we talked about as well with coaches. Since we've been broadcasting Buena, they've been a great, very solid team. But they haven't had a kid that can hit a shot like, let's say, a Jose Mendez from Bisbee. When you need it, when you need a three ball, who do you go to? It's now Julian Duran.
Yeah, Julian Duran has established himself. We know about the Buena transition defense. Basketball's about to get started. We got to turn this thing around.
And we will flip this camera around, folks, and we are just about ready to go. A little bit of an early start here in Tucson, Arizona for you. That just means that the tournament's going very efficiently and very smoothly right now.
Yeah, which means we have some good refereeing, faces that I'm not familiar with, so I am very optimistic.
Only you, Dave.
We're going to try to thank a couple of people, but throughout this broadcast, we'll be thanking the people that make this possible for you. I'd like to start with Allo Fiber, your new home team for internet, TV, and phone. Visit allofiber.com to learn more about the Allo Fiber difference.
And, of course, as always in basketball, Dave, you know the teams bring the electricity, so does Sulphur Spring Valley Electric Cooperative, SSVEC, serving our community.
Also, a big shout-out. Oh, I was just there today getting a Christmas gift. Thank you to Sierra Vista Soap Company, locally handmade bath and body products. Find them at Seasun Creations in the Sierra Vista Mall. Seasun Creations will be moving to a Friday Boulevard location. Stay updated on that, but I had a gift T-shirt made, handmade for $15.
Really?
Awesome.
We'll be at Seasun Creations tomorrow. Every gift I've given is not going to be opened at Christmas time, so we got to figure that out. And finally, also thank you to the Ed Morse Automotive Group. Drive in today and experience the difference of Ed Morse Automotive Group, formerly Lawely Automotive. No introductions, no national anthem this time. Going for the Buena Colts, we have Sam Criado, Jamin Booker, Kingston Clark, Julian Duran, and Zeus Pacheco on the floor.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of height on the other side, but Buena is going to win the tip.
Oh, and already we have a whistle. Maybe the ref thought, we're going a little earlier, which we are. So zoom that in for everybody. That should be good enough.
Looks good to me.
And here we go. Dave right underway with Criado with the ball for the Buena Colts. Swings it over to Jamin Booker. This is the first game for the Buena Colts here. We're not able to figure out if the Douglas Bulldogs won or lost earlier today at 1:30 as Zeus Pacheco puts that one right in. Already 2-0 Buena Colts on top.
Way too easy on the inside. If it's going to be like that all day for Buena, this is going to be a lopsided game. They got to get some butts on some bodies.
Let's hope they don't. That's good pass on the inside. Ball just could not be handled. Swinging it, elbow jumper up and off the backboard. Called bang. Jonathan Rank for the first 2 points for the Lions.
Oh, it is Thursday. The bank is still open, so we'll allow it.
You're stupid. Thank you again, everyone, joining us on Cool FM Live. Sports, actually. Don't forget to like the Cool FM Live sports page and subscribe to the YouTube page. Zeus Pacheco going to be called for a travel.
Yeah, he stepped before he dribbled. He made that an easy call for the referee. So 2-2, 16 minutes here in the first half.
Don't be afraid to jump into our Cool FM Live chat as well, folks. Let us know who you're cheering for and where you're cheering from. as always, we did go down and let the Pusch Ridge Academy know where we are streaming this on.
You're going to love this. Their point guard number 1, his name is Santino.
All right. That's an open three-pointer, decides better of it. Lamb kicks it all the way out. There he is again, Rank with the ball.
Yeah, but that Buena defense, again, they're so fast. Like, they don't allow anything.
Santino, a good Euro step away from Jamin Booker. Dribbled himself out of trouble and able to hit the fall-away shot. 4-2 now. Buena's behind early on.
I was expecting a blocked shot out of that. That was a great shot by the point guard Santino.
Duran with it over to Kingston Clark. Bombaclad, as Dave likes to call it.
Bombaclad.
That's a good drive by Criado. Gets into the paint, trips over his own feet. There's Julian Duran. There's a three-pointer. Julian Duran, try to tell you about him, Dave, but in the pregame, there he is.
And here we go. The Julian Duran show has begun. Big three-pointer in his face. He was defended on that.
5-4 your score. Buena Colts on top. The Lions bring it down. That's going to be a corner three to answer up and off the back iron. No good. That's going to be Jamin Booker with the rebound over to Duran.
Buena
Just pop it, Julian.
Buena looks very composed right now. They look very sharp. Like
Strong
that.
drive by Kingston Clark on the inside, banging bodies. 2 points from Kingston Clark, probably the forgotten man of the season so far, Dave. Kingston Clark, but remember, talking to Dennis Baker, all the preseason accolades in the tournaments went to Kingston Clark for the Colts.
Well, Kingston Clark's one of those players where, there's other people doing some big things, but the team goes as he goes. Good drive, unable to finish at the rim, and he steals it right back from Booker.
And Zeus is right there to steal it right back from Hunter Edmonds.
Easy money.
And there is Kingston Clark, not gonna throw it down for us on this one. But an easy 2 points for Kingston Clark.
Easy money. It was almost like he used this right beer to beach. Boy! Oh, reach in foul on Criado. Big shot, Sam.
Of course, Sam Criado in his first starting game for Buena Colts hit that big game-winning three-pointer that Dave's talking about. Really jump-started this Colts season. And I think what's been most exciting, Dave, that we've talked about is that three-pointer is up. Kingston Clark right in his face, nowhere near it. Zeus with the rebound. They're going to try to get down to transition. Hold on to that thought, Paul. Jamin Booker, baseline jumper. That's going to be too long. Kingston Clark, tough rebound. Kingston Clark. Oh, my God, Paul, do the camera right. Going to the line to shoot, too.
Yeah, Kingston Clark mad at himself for not finishing through the contact, but either way, getting the job done with the 2 free throws.
Don't you worry, folks. We will get this camera situated against just Dave and I. Go ahead.
I can handle it.
All right, you do what you want to do, brother. Yeah, you got the better view on it. But
missed free throws again. Cochise County, it's a thing.
I'd hate to say it, but those free throws are brought to you by Synergy Home Care of Sierra Vista. They provide non-medical home care for people that struggle with activities of daily living. Call them today at 520-685-1035. They service all of Cochise County.
Oh,
That's a good
play
ball.
Inside.
Hunter Edmonds is going to finish that off of Pusch Ridge. You can get that in front of you here. Let me get away. You go right ahead, brother. Jamin Booker with the ball in the corner now. Again, to finish that thought, Dave, what was most exciting about the Buena Colts, as Booker throws that one away, is that early on their offense wasn't there, but you could see the defensive rebounding effort. Everything was there, just like that defense from Pacheco. And we knew the offense was going to start to click as they warmed up. As Zeus goes in, good defense, trailing back to knock it away. And the offense for the Buena Colts, to the tune of 100 points against Rincon University, is starting to click.
Yeah, this is still a tight. I'm already loving what I'm seeing out of this game. This is going to be a very clean basketball game. These teams are playing good, fundamental basketball right now.
Turnaround jumper, Kingston Clark's going to force the free throws again. I'll tell you, Kingston Clark is getting very, very aggressive in the paint here for the Buena Colts. Again, superstar in the preseason. He had a lot of big minutes last year.
Yeah, pretty soft call
himself
for the Lions superstar player over there, Noah McKinney. Pretty soft call. And Kingston Clark is going to make that free throw, making a 4-point lead.
Of course he is.
He went over 2 on his first 2.
Those free throws are going to be brought to you by the Sherry EHTELL team at Long Realty. If you're in the market to buy or sell, call the real estate experts, Sherry EHTELL and her team at 717-599-2439.
Second free throw good, 11-6 Buena.
And that's going to be a timeout. Head coach
Steve
Salita Steve Salita for the Pusch Ridge Christian Academy Lions calls timeout. Buena Colts on top, 12-10 to play in the first half. This is 2 halves, folks, just like college would be. So we're going to have 12 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first half of play. Colts on top, 11-6.
And this timeout, I'd like to thank Ginger's Title Services of Sierra Vista, located at 999 East Fry Boulevard. Now open Saturdays 9 to 2. Save the wait at the DMV.
They're open on Saturday, you know. They just look for that iconic pink door, Dave. That's all you got to do.
Now, folks, this is an interactive broadcast. I did let the Pusch Ridge Christian Academy people know that we were going to be on Cool FM. They knew who we were.
No way.
So this is interactive. So don't be afraid to jump in that chat. Tell us who you're rooting for, where you're watching from, and why it's Buena.
Even if you're from Pusch Ridge, it's probably Buena.
Oh, you're going to get the Jam and Booker show momentarily.
This one's going to be taken into the paint. The tough floater up and good.
Santino
with a great floater there. And I'll tell you, if you give the Lions an open shot, Dave, they're going to connect.
Yeah, they look like a very fundamentally sound team.
The good news is the Buena Colts play very tough defense, so they're going to be few and far between.
Oh!
And there is Kingston Clark fighting through the contact one more time. Kingston Clark, I believe that's 6 points early on.
I believe.
6 or 8 points early on for Bomba Pod, Kingston Clark.
Kingston Clark, there's your preseason MVP right there. Well, I mean, the smallest, he's a guard, and he's killing it on the inside right now.
Van Land's going to get that one over to Edmonds. Hunter Edmonds gets by. The floater off the glass, no good. Jamin Booker with the rebound. He wants to go quick. He's got Clark. Decides better of it. It would have been a tough pass, but they do get the easier pass inside to Kingston Clark. The Kareem Abdul-Jabbar jump hook in the paint. Kingston Clark, double-digit points, 10 already in this game.
Kingston Clark is just taking this thing over. He said, "Cool FM's in the house, huh? I got something for you."
Santino Lozano, he's going to get this one over, and that one's going to be mishandled, but just gotten back by McKinney.
Again, waiting for McKinney. Again, he was above the rim pregame, so looking forward to he's 0 for 1 officially in the game.
Lamb driving on the inside. He's going to momentarily lose the ball. There is a shot clock, folks. We are back at 5A basketball. 12 seconds on the shot clock, 10:46 on the game clock. Buena Colts on top, 15-8 in this one early on.
Oh, I can tell you this one isn't over, though. This is going to be a good game.
Nobody ever said it was, brother.
Oh, no, I just said decent. I'm not going to say evenly matched, but this is going to be an entertaining game.
Oh, man, I was trying to figure out how to do all the
oh, yeah, Duran open.
Duran does get this one in the corner inside. Jesus Pacheco. Buena back out to Julian Duran for 3. That one's going to be just a little short. Rebound going to be off of Buena.
They're going to get off of Booker. That is, I don't know.
That's a tough one.
There was 3 Lions in front of him, so I mean we know Booker's got the elevation, but that being said, Ricardo Brooks is going to check in for the Buena Colts, give Kingston a little break, a well-deserved break, I should say.
No kidding, right? Kingston Clark's played a very good game here so far for the Buena Colts. Almazan, is going to pass this one all the way across.
I'm just going to keep saying Santino. I love that name.
Ben Lamb with it. He's got, decides better of a head fake drive on the inside.
Nice. That was a great pass.
Great defense there from Criado as he comes away with the steal. Sam Criado, he's going to throw that one over. And what track back defense from Hunter Edmonds to intercept that one before it gets all the way over to number 5, Ricardo Brooks for the Buena Colts. And that's going to be a reach in by Criado. Doesn't like the call. I've never met a basketball player who does like the call, let me tell you, Dave.
Hey, like I said, I called my own foul, so I don't know. But we are going to have another substitution for Buena. Adam Nelson's going to check in for Criado. Again, Coach Baker having the luxury of the depth that he has.
Man, there's ways to do
good inbounds play. Just nothing going for the Lions.
Buena bailed out of that one, Dave. You said it. That was a good look. Probably should have gone in. Ricardo Brooks over to Pacheco. There's Adam Nelson. Remember, Adam Nelson was a little bit banged up coming into the season.
Good kick out.
There's Julian Duran for 3 off the front of the rim, and just like that's just our luck, Dave. We're the ones that we're going to jinx the kid.
We talked about this. There's such a thing as being too wide open.
And Damon Booker did get him wide open on that one. Pusch Ridge to Picton, getting the ball back up. That's a good give and go. Picton trying to get that away, I think, and I heard the coaches as well say just go up with that one. Good thing he didn't, because instead of 2, Ben Lamb goes ahead and gets some 3 points, and all of those 15-11. Colts still on top.
It feels like Buena should be winning by more than 4 right now, but Pusch Ridge doing a good job to keep this game close, and that's a jump ball. That's going back to the Lions.
You know, the first time I saw Zeus Pacheco play basketball, I could have swore he's a football player with how physical he is. Turns out, no. He's just a very physical basketball player. I love physicality. That's why I love my football players that play basketball. Let me tell you, Dave. 8:45 to play here in the first half. 15-11. Colts are on top. Good find in the paint. Great defense from Booker. Momentarily knocks it away. Going up. What a shot block there from
I think
Jesus
he just basically
Pacheco.
body blocked him. I don't know if he got any of the ball, but the defense created the errant shot.
Pacheco against Luke Johnson on that one was able to turn that away. Zeus Pacheco now with the ball at the top of the key. A little bit of point forward. He wants to attack. Gets it over to Booker. Jamin Booker decided better of the three-pointer. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Ricardo Brooks gets his man down.
They're going to call flop with a flop warning. I know the call now. Now I know what that call is.
But that doesn't make
Flop
sense.
warning on Luke Johnson.
It looked like Luke Johnson just... Are they saying that he was embellishing contact? I thought he just fell.
Well, like that. He got screened and he went flying to the floor trying to draw a foul. So like there are such things as hard screens. Oh, Durant pulls it.
Durant again. That's going to be 1 for 4 for Julian Durant from three-point. That one might have been a little bit of a force, and you just got to stay within the offense. 8:03 to play. 15-11. Pusch Ridge trying to cut this down to a one-possession game. Up off the back iron, no good. Rebound's going to be fought for. That was a physical rebound. Traveling is going to be called on Luke Johnson. Ball coming back up with the Colts.
Yeah, if your butt hits the ground while you have the ball in your hands, they're going to call travel.
Ricardo Brooks for the Colts. Also a very good football player for the Buena Colts, we found out. On the floor. Ball's going to find its way to Zeus Pacheco.
He's got a wide open Adam
He's got
Nelson.
a wide open Adam Nelson for three. And from college range, knocks it in. Adam Nelson, 18-11. Buena extends that lead back to 7.
Hey, you got that college line out there. Yeah, you might as well use it.
All right. That's what you want to show people. Pusch Ridge, they've been a little bit cold coming in. That's not going to help. Adam Nelson, the great Buena defender, goes up off the glass. A tough layup. That is not easy, folks, but Nelson puts it in. 5 points in the last 20 seconds for Adam Nelson. 20-11. Colts on top.
Pusch Ridge is fighting uphill his entire first half. Every time they get it a little close, Buena puts on a 4-6 point run, and then they're back down 9 points again.
McKinney, he's trying to get anything going for Pusch Ridge. Knock this one out. No, Picton decides better of it. Takes the elbow jumper. That's not going to be good. A long rebound goes out to the Lions. The second chance opportunity. They can't convert. And Zeus Pacheco doing what he does best, grabbing the rebound.
It's been the story of the first half for Pusch Ridge. The ball just in and out. Getting good shots. Just nothing, barely dropping. Good defense.
Oh, yeah. Tough drive by Ricardo Brooks. Almost got around him a couple times. But then again, like you said, Hayden Picton on the defense there didn't let him get far, was able to track back and actually get the block on Brooks on that one. That's going to bring in our boy, big number Thomas Welker. He's wearing 21, not 15.
The Sierra Vista Cooper flag.
That's what they say. That's what they say. This is the first game of the Aztec tournament, folks. We're still deciding on whether we want to volunteer our time tomorrow because we do expect the Buena Colts to advance. And, of course, the championship game will be Saturday where we hope the Buena Colts face the Douglas Bulldogs, but we'll see. That one's up and good from Pusch Ridge. 20-13. Welker on the inside gets it out to Nelson from NBA range. Adam Nelson, he thought he had that
2
one.
2 inches short.
20-13 is Pusch Ridge with 6 minutes, trying to mount a little bit of a run before the half and stake off some of this momentum. Great pass, but the finish not there on the inside, and that's so weird. Pusch Ridge Lions, Dave, they're creating, but they're not finishing right now. That's odd to see.
Yeah, no, I said they have all the opportunities to get this ball on the rim, and they're just not getting it down. But Santino with a quiet 8 points over there for Pusch Ridge.
Oh, that's a great inbounds play. Wide open look from Ben Lamb. Lamb has his 5th point of the ball game. Cuts the lead down to 5 points for the Buena Colts, 20-15 as Brooks brings it up. Ricardo Brooks, probably the best ball handler for the Buena Colts. As Thomas Welker from three-point range, he's got that up and good. 8-point lead back for the Buena Colts.
Oh, what a good-looking shot from Sierra Vista Cooper flag over there.
Baseline jumper hangs up a little bit too long on that one, but another long rebound for Pusch Ridge. And the baseline jumper, there's Ben Lamb, his 7th point, doing everything he can to keep the Lions in this one.
That's what I said. You can tell right away this is going to be a fun, competitive game. No chippiness at all, just basketball.
Ricardo Brooks with it. But I was going to talk about the depth of Buena, Dave. Ricardo Brooks, best ball handler, and he comes off the bench.
Yeah.
Buena's got a lot of talent everywhere.
That's what I was saying. Coach Baker has that luxury of the depth.
We're going to have a timeout here from Coach Baker.
Yeah. Yeah, he has luxury of depth. They are 10 deep on the Buena Colts.
That timeout's going to be brought to you by Barnett's Towing and Barnett's Propane, serving our community since 1963.
Also, shout out to Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up. Contact Grasshopper Landscaping for all of your landscaping needs. They serve all of Cochise County. You voted them #1. Give them a call, 520-456-8945.
As we say all the time, folks, thank you for joining us on Cool FM Live, where we broadcast thanks to these sponsors, live free of charge.
Free.
If you are in need of a service, support the businesses that support your community. Also, don't hesitate to get into our live chat. Let us know where you're cheering from and who you're cheering for in this game, the first game of the Buena Colts Aztec Holiday Classic Tournament.
Yeah, chat's really quiet today. I don't know what's going on. I know y'all are watching, so jump in the chat. Oh, speak on it.
I'm sorry.
Speak on it.
Here we go. The Buena Colts up 23 to 17.
We're down to the point we're showing third grade,
with 5 minutes to play here in the first half. 23 to 17 your ball game. Adam Nelson going to take the inbound for the Buena Colts. Ricardo Brooks on it.
This is, I mean, we say this a lot in a lot of games. This is a big 5-minute stretch considering how this game has gone.
You said the
Buena can get to a double-digit lead, or Pusch Ridge can make this really close.
There's 5 seconds on the shot clock, 4 seconds. Ricardo Brooks with it, 3 seconds. They try to work it into Welker. Welker slips and pass just a little bit too far, so still 23 to 17, a 6-point lead. Pusch Ridge trying to cut into it. But you said it last year a lot, David. It turned out to be completely true, where you said the most important minutes of any quarter are the last 2 minutes. Time and time again, we saw a 10-point lead go down to 6 points or 4 points.
Or go up to 14.
And the team would carry the momentum in the next quarter and take the lead very quickly.
Pass. Their interior passing is really good.
And that's great defense by Welker as Nelson's going to bring this one up. He gets it over Thomas Welker.
Control
good turn move. And the Painters going to have that one swatted. Might have been Ben Lamb, and we're going to have a foul on Thomas Welker. Not happy right now with the offensive possessions he's got. Look, that's just going to be it. Sometimes they're going to defend you, Dave, and it just is no need to get frustrated over it.
Sophomore Noah McKinney throwing a couple of elbows out of the break there. That's the thing with the younger players. As talented as they may be, you got to keep that part of the game in check, because it looks like he's already getting frustrated with 0 points in this first half.
Criado and Booker are going to check back in for the Buena Colts. Zeus and Nelson are going to go down and take a seat.
Again, so much depth. So many players for the Buena Colts.
Of course, Jesus Pacheco might have the best hair in all of Cochise County. Kobe Collins and Jabari Thomas might have something to say about that.
I was like, Kingston Clark, I'm looking right now.
Kingston Clark as well. I don't know, man.
I
grew up in the 90s. Everyone got highlights. Great defense there from Welker as Jamin Booker brings it back up. Kingston Clark's been on fire, but he's going to miss on everything on that 3-point attempt. Under 4 minutes to play. Still a 6-point lead.
He had a good-looking shot right there, but just a little too much juice in the caboose.
And Kingston Clark with double-digit points, and he had that early on in this game before he sat down to take a break. So he's ready to get back at it. He's having himself a great game.
He tried to thread the needle there. That's a tough pass.
Speaking of tough, that's tough from Kingston Clark. His butt hits the floor, and one of my least favorite rules in high school athletics, travel whenever you hit the ground.
Yep. And that's another turnover for Buena. So Pusch Ridge getting the chance to stay in this game. It feels like Buena should be up more than 6.
Feels like it, but again, when you're the team on the back foot like this, Dave, that is a big deal. You're sitting there, you're like, we're only down 6. It should be 21 points right now.
Exactly.
Amazon kicking that one all the way over to Banger. That's going to be Brody Banger's first minutes of the game. I missed that substitution. And right on cue, Pusch Ridge is going to turn the ball over back to the Buena Colts. 3:21 to play still. A 6-point lead for the Colts.
Yeah, Buena, points on this possession would be huge. I mean, again, if you're Buena, you'd love to have a double-digit lead going into halftime in a game that you feel like you've been dominating.
Criado's going to get in the paint. Oh, that one's going to be sent back to where it came. Ben Lamb, who's having an incredible first half for Pusch Ridge offensively and now defensively, swats that one away.
Yeah, even though I was told to keep an eye on a particular player, good team effort here by Pusch Ridge. Santino having a good first half, Ben Lamb having a good first half.
Actually, McKinney's the quietest offensive player Pusch Ridge has.
0 points.
Jamin Booker has it open. That's a good pass on the inside. Money. Kingston Clark off the backboard, no good. Thomas Welker, the tip in, no good. And now Buena's got to get back on defense. Great transition defense by Criado.
Yeah, Kingston Clark had a good look there. Just unable to put it in.
I think he was expecting the screen not to be as effective as it was. He was looking, he turned around, there was no one there. He's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I left himself a little off balance on the 4-footer, not knowing how wide open he was.
Criado brings it up for the Colts. It finds its way in the corner to Thomas Welker, misses that one off the back iron. Might have also glazed the back board on that. So still just a 6-point lead for the Colts. The offense for both teams actually has kind of cooled down here in the last couple minutes.
Absolutely.
There is going to be McKinney with the drive and one. They're going to get Booker, I think, on the foul call. That's a big drive. Just as soon as I say the Colt offenses have gone cold, he's got a chance to cut this to a one-possession game.
Yeah, Noah McKinney, there it is. We were told about him, and he finally shown us what he's got.
Just like Sublime.
Ha-ha.
They were a band in the 90s, folks, before anyone was born.
Hey, they're a band again. Jacob Noel has arrived. I expect McKinney to put this one in. He does not.
He misses left, touches all the rim, but does not go in. So still just a 4-point lead now for the Colts, 23-19. Kingston Clark gets the paint. Good decision to slow it down. 30 seconds on the shot clock, just over 2 minutes. A big bucket here, a big offensive possession.
No
for the
off-ball screens for Buena. It's hard to get people open if nobody's screening for anybody. You notice on that possession right there, Zeus, Duran, and Criado were just standing there when that ball was sitting in the corner. You got to move without the ball or go set a screen or something, boys.
Looks like they wanted to isolate Kingston Clark on the inside. That inbounds pass, not going to be good. Lamb wants to slam it home, and he misses everything.
Coach killer right there. He could have kicked that up for an easy layup, and he wanted to get showtime and cost his team 2 points in a 4-point game.
Just like
Absolute
right on
coach
cue,
killer.
I looked over at Steve Salita, Dave, and Ben Lamb is going to go take a seat on this
Yeah,
one.
yeah, absolutely. He's going to hear something about that one at halftime, I can assure you.
You saw the way he was gathering. He was going up for that dunk. Just lost control of the ball. Frankie Lopez checking in for the Lions.
Dunking a basketball is very difficult. I don't care if you can get your elbow above the rim.
Zeus Pacheco with it. He's going to be at the top of the key. A little bit of point forward. Speaking of, there's Damon Booker.
Booker went into the
right
post.
back inside, but that's good defense by Hunter Edmonds to turn this ball over. Push Ridge taking it in. Almazan can't get that one to go. Good rebound there by McKinney. No, McKinney trying to go back inside in the paint. Good ball fakes from McKinney, and he's going to cut this lead for the Colts down to 2.
You said good rebound by McKinney. That was a great rebound by McKinney. And here I told you about that 3-minute mark, and here it is, a 2-point game right now.
You're not wrong about that, Dave. Many, many times we broadcast basketball. It's just like Muhammad Ali against George Foreman, the rope-a-dope. You stick around until 2 minutes, and then you take your lead. Sam Criado is going to be pushed underneath the basket. Shot clock will reset, and Buena will have possession of the ball.
Yeah, not a lot of fouls being called. No bonuses being threatened in this game. I believe if the halftime game is 6 fouls to get to the bonus.
You might be right about that. You know, I broadcast the halftime games, and I still don't know those rules. Booker going to get the ball at the top of the key. Booker, he's been quite offensively. Drillian Duran can't get the 3-ball going. Criado's going to reach in. I don't think Jamin Booker has 0 points in this ball game, and also Julian Duran now 1 for 5 on 3-pointers. So the Paul and Dave Jinx alive and well here in Pima County Community College, or Pima Community College.
Well, if Buena has
it is
title,
Pima County, yeah.
If they have title aspirations, that's something that they're going to have to deal with. Sometimes everything isn't going to be all sunshine and rainbows. You said Booker has 0 points, Duran's 1 of 5. And all of a sudden, their big lead has evaporated, so Buena has some things to work on, and that's going to tie the game.
Yeah, Jeremy Booker checked right into the game. Santino Almazan decided that he wanted to take him on and did so successfully to tie this ball game up at 23 with 50 seconds to play. There's Zeus Pacheco. Jesus gets a lane. He's going to use it. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
That is what Coach Dennis Baker wants to see. That's how you stabilize your team when you're in a rut like that, is just get to the line, get some easy shots, get some points on the board.
Well, after you mentioned it, Dave, and you can read off who these free throws are brought to you by, but after you mentioned the no screens, I have been seeing Booker and Zeus just waiting to get that isolation ball.
Yeah. Again, it's you can't win. This isn't a one-on-one game. First free throw missed.
It's the NBA is.
These free throws brought to you by Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management, #1 choice for pest control in Cochise County. Veteran owned and operated. You can find them on Facebook.
Zeus up and good with the second one, 24-23. Buena Colts recapture the lead, but a lead that was at 8 points is currently at 1. Not what they wanted to do. Santino's going to get right by Jeremy Booker, drive up, lays it off.
Santino double-digit points in the first half.
Kingston Clark's going to come away with the steal. Great defense from the Colts. There's that energy we needed. Shot clock is off. It's just game clock right now. Zeus Pacheco with it. He's got isolation. He's in the paint again. Zeus, what a spin move, but can't finish at the rim. And now Pusch Ridge, a chance to get the last bucket of the half. Santino, he's going to dribble into trouble. Great defense.
Oh!
The Booker brothers almost combined on that steal. Ball's going to stay with the Lions.
That would have led to a fast break, Jam and Booker dunk, but unfortunately the ball got tipped out of bounds.
Almazan with it. Santino, 11 seconds, 10 seconds. He's trying to get by Jeremy Booker. And there it is. The Bookers do combine. There's Zeus Pacheco. Zeus to Jamin Booker off the glass. Very smart basketball. And that's exactly how we're going to end going into halftime. 26-23. Buena Colts on top of the Pusch Ridge Christian Academy Lions.
Zeus, you got to get that lob out of your hands quickly and get that ball. We should have had some highlight clackety-clacks right there. But either way, Buena is going to take a 3-point lead into halftime, as you mentioned.
And before we take a little bit of a break here, folks, I'd like to thank the Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County. Their new physical therapy, they have physical therapy departments open in Hereford, Bisbee, and Douglas. Call them today at 520-432-6435.
Well, I hate to tell you, we're not getting that much of a break, brother.
We have 5 minutes. That's what I'm talking about. This is what we wanted. Efficient tournament play.
Well, he's down there shooting. I'm wondering if I can get down there now. I'll leave. My back hurts too bad. But yeah, did you just thank the Copper Queen?
I sure did.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to thank Allo Fiber, your new home team for internet, TV, and phone. Visit allofiber.com to learn about the Allo Fiber difference. We're all waiting to learn about that difference.
Yeah, I hope they understand the infrastructure that's needed in Sierra Vista right now. I hope they're ready for 50,000 new users of Allo Fiber. And as always, folks, I'd like to thank Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, SSVEC, for serving our community.
Well, again, a lot to talk about for the Buena Colts because if in a game that felt like they should have been up by a ton, it's only a 3-point game. So Dennis Baker's got a lot of things to discuss with his team. Again, the second quarter, the offense just kind of fell asleep. And again, I'm just going to point out to this lack of movement without the ball. Like, it's also a lot easier to get good high post passes when people are flying around setting screens, and it's not just everybody kind of stagnant. But when the ball goes into the post, everybody knows it's going there. But, Coach Baker's got this well under control. We're going to see a Buena Colt domination in the second half.
Well, I'll tell you what, I did like that Zeus Pacheco was driving into the paint there towards the end of the first half. And you need to drive into Ed Morse Automotive Group for your next new or used vehicle, driving today and experience the difference. They're dedicated to making your car buying experience the best in Cochise County, Dave.
Oh, so I told them I'd give them some shout-outs today. That would be the C-Sun Creation store in the Sierra Vista Mall because they sell Sierra Vista Soap Company products, and it's just a great store. But Sierra Vista Soap Company, go to SierraVistaSoapCompany.com. Great Christmas gifts for you and your loved ones.
Well, speaking of loved ones, if you came down to the holidays and saw a loved one in need of some help, call Synergy Home Care. They serve all of Santa Cruz and Cochise County with non-medical home care. We're talking laundry, sheets, we're talking housekeeping and transportation. Call them today, 520-685-1035.
Right,
Keep it going. We're on a roll, brother.
Let me thank Ginger's Titles of Sierra Vista.
Rolling in Ginger's Titles.
Rolling in. Oh, you want to do one of those? Sorry, my mind was on basketball-related stuff. Thanks to Ginger's Titles of Sierra Vista, located at 999 East Fry Boulevard. Written and road testing now available, and they're open Saturdays 9 to 2.
Just like the Sherry Athlete team at Long Realty, they're proud to support our young athletes all season long. If you're in the market to buy or sell, make your first call to the real estate expert, Sherry Athlete and her team, at 717-599-2439.
And once you finally get that new home, you're going to want it looking good. So you're going to go to Grasshopper for landscape and quality from the ground up. They're #1 in Cochise County, is voted on by y'all. Serving all of Cochise County. You can visit Grasshopper on Facebook or give them a call, 520-456-8945. Ha-ha!
Well, I mean, sometimes, Dave, you are off the grid and you need to hook up some propane instead of just having gas. And who better to call than Barnett's Propane and Barnett's Towing? They've been serving our community since 1963.
Well, you use propane to create heat. And you know who generates more heat than anybody? Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management, because they are #1 in Cochise County, is voted on by you. Veteran owned and operated. Go to All Pro Pest Management on Facebook.
With your satisfaction guaranteed. And speaking of satisfaction, I could not be more satisfied with my results of going to the Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County. They have physical therapy departments in Hereford, Bisbee, and Douglas that provide the highest quality of care to outpatients and home health patients of all ages. Make an appointment today at 520-432-6435. Down 24 pounds today, Dave, and my weight loss journey thanks to the Copper Queen Community Hospital.
Well, I don't have to worry about such things. So while we're in Tucson, I'm going to go find a nice Mexican joint after this game and go get some dinner.
Yeah.
You can watch me with your crackers.
I could have been down 25 pounds if I wasn't in Douglas, Arizona yesterday eating chimichangas, let me tell you.
It's hard when you live by the border to not eat that Mexican food. It's hard.
I'll tell you. So it's not.
It's so good.
I'm not going to disparage anyone, but I just knew that going to Douglas, like you said, border town, they're going to put flavor in their food. So anytime I'm down there, I make sure that I stop in and get something to eat somewhere. If you want to reveal where I was at, go ahead and contact Todd Ryan at Cool FM Live so we can read you off on our sponsor list. It was great.
Buena has decided that warming up is not needed to win this game against Pusch Ridge. Pusch Ridge getting some shots up. Coach Baker's getting some coaching in.
I mean, there was 5 minutes and a halftime, so how cold can you possibly get?
Yeah, that's very true.
Strategy.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm all about that life. Coach Baker, yeah, it's like, forget the shots. Like, if you're Pusch Ridge, there's some things you need to focus on to get this win right now.
Well, and it goes back, Dave, to conversations that we've had about youth athletics and where they're at now, and especially youth basketball. When we talk about it, high school's really where they first start playing team basketball. Yes, they're on travel teams or they're on YMCA teams or whatever the case may be, but in those instances, you're just playing. You're not really practicing. And that's where the ISO ball mentality translates from the NBA all the way down to youth athletics.
Yeah, AIA basketball, you play 4 times more games than you practice, and you don't even know your teammates. And they were talking about, yeah, an AIA ball. And that's what I'm talking about. They're training these kids now to be highlights. They're training them to play one-on-one basketball and create your product instead of, the team level. And so team basketball kind of going away. It's not good to see a good competitive game like this one.
Well, what I'm getting at is with these Buena Colts as well, is that they have all the talent. They have the most talent I think we've seen end-to-end, starters to bench, on any team we've broadcasted in Cochise County. Now it's just about coming together as a team and playing as one unit.
Well, and they look good for this being this early in the season. That was a push-off foul by Santino. But they look good for being this early in the season. If you look this good now, wait till what you look like in February.
Duran's going to throw that one in. What a pass from Julian Duran to Jesus Pacheco. Foul will be on the floor. It's coming flying in on that one. It was going to be Ben Lamb, the Pusch Ridge leading scorer and all-star in that first half.
I tell you what, Zeus is a stud because he took an elbow to the noggin right there. Didn't even phase him.
That's why I thought he was a football player. Julian Duran going to dribble to the elbow, gets it over to Kingston Clark. He's going to get in the paint. Clark, beautiful finger roll, but doesn't go in. That's going to be a rebound by Ricardo Brooks. He goes up with it, and he can't convert, so still just a one-possession game as we start the second half.
Clark did everything right, but get it down, ball in and out on him. Good offensive possession by Buena, though, to create that open shot.
No, McKinney's going to go up. That's going to be Pacheco or Kingston Clark that gets ball and alters that shot. Here's Julian Duran. He's in. He is on that. Oh, that looked good from here. That's 1 for 6 now from 3 from Julian Duran. But Jesus Pacheco underneath. He's going to get the rebound. Good defense. Couldn't see who blocked that.
Pass.
That's going to be Jamin Booker, who's met at the rim. That's going to be Ben Lamb again with the foul. Booker going to the line for 2. Much better from Jamin Booker offensively.
Absolutely. Booker, well, he was going for the dunk on that one. And
yeah,
the contact kept him from getting the ball up. But Jamin Booker at the line with 2 big free throws in a 3-point game.
Up and good with the first one from Jamin Booker.
Again, a very quiet night offensively, but again, you're going to have those sometimes when you play in a team with this kind of depth. It's not always going to be the Jamin Booker show.
Up and good with the second one. Beautiful rotation on that ball. That's 2 free throws, extending this lead to 5 points with 15 minutes to play in the ball game for the Buena Colts. Almazan's going to drive. He gets that one all the way over to Edmonds. Edmonds back to Lamb. Santino with the ball. He decides better of it.
That's right. That mistake that Lamb made in the first half, you'll never make it again. I can promise you.
You're not wrong about that. Pusch Ridge, they are momentarily open, but Buena doing a great job closing down. That's just a great shot from Noah McKinney. Starting to heat up here in this game.
Oh, again, and that was movement without the ball. He created that shot by cutting over to the free throw line. Point guard found him.
McKinney's going to steal this one from Kingston Clark. In the paint, can't get the floater to go. Long rebound's going to be fought for. It's going to stay with the Pusch Ridge Academy Lions. And for the tie, up and in, 28-28. Noah McKinney starting off this second half on fire.
There's superstar. That's what the coaches promised me.
Ricardo Brooks now. Buena had a sizable lead going into the second half. That has disappeared completely. Brooks with it. He wants to drive inside. Kingston Clark. Kingston Clark trying to get into the paint. He
Nice
does. Turn around
play.
from Kingston Clark.
Oh, man.
Too strong off the glass. Kingston was on fire in the early part of the first half, but since then cooled off a little bit. And I will say, Dave, tough shots, tough looks for Kingston Clark. Those aren't easy passes.
Footwork is good. I mean, he's getting the body off. That's a great kick-out pass.
For 3 and the lead. Pusch Ridge has not led in this game, but Jonathan Grant can't get it. There is Booker jamming it home. 30-28. Jamin Booker shakes the basket, still vibrating after that one. 2-point lead for the Buena Colts. 13-25, and Kingston Clark's going to be called for a hold.
Oh, man, oh, man. I'm glad they're wearing shoes so you can't see the digits because that was tic-tac-toe.
Just like every single Chiefs defensive back, called for a hold in the most critical of situations. I got another number for you. I forgot to give it to you. Here we go. But in between this timeout.
Chiefs fans sound like GW trying to justify why we're in the Middle East. I swear, this is the right thing.
They're just facts, brother. I can show you the fact. Do you want to know the percentage of first downs gotten by a defensive penalty?
No, I want to tell our folks.
7.1, bottom 4 in the league.
I want to talk to our folks at home about Big Mike and All Pro Pest Management, our number one choice for pest control in Cochise County. Veteran owned and operated. That's what I want to talk about.
Well, I also want to bring out Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative for serving our community and providing the electricity in the gyms just as much as these kids do.
Again, basketball tournaments are just fun because they just run game after game after game. That Benson Holiday Classic was a blast, especially getting to broadcast 3 games.
If we had more than 5 minutes, folks, we would have told you if Douglas had won their first game or not. Actually,
yeah, unfortunately, we did not know. Yeah, you might be able to figure that out.
We'll see.
I can call this away. You go figure that out.
It's going to be Almazan. We'll wait for the next stoppage to play. Santino Almazan with the ball at the top of the key. He's going to swing this one over the rack. Jonathan Rank had a chance to get Pusch Ridge their first lead of the game, but couldn't do it. Now they find themselves 2. That's a good turn from Edmonds.
Better defense by Booker.
By Booker, stopping that one. And here we are again with Rank for the lead. And that one's off the side of the backboard, nowhere near that one.
Good transition. Here we go.
Jesus Pacheco with it. He's going to take it all the way himself, up and off the glass. Good, quick shot from Jesus Pacheco, 4-point Colt lead.
That is going to make Coach Baker smile. That's exactly the kind of basketball he wants the Buena Colts to play.
Almazan bringing this ball up for Pusch Ridge. Ricardo Brooks, very athletic. We can see offensively and defensively. Almazan having a lot of troubles with Ricardo Brooks right on him. A little bit of a flop there.
Again, he wasn't there for the first couple of games, so just more depth for the Buena Colts.
It's absolutely crazy the amount of talent that is on this Buena Colt roster. They can win in so many different ways this year.
And one of the things is
3 seconds, the shot clock, they have to get it up, and just like us, Dave, Pusch Ridge forgot there was a shot clock.
Well, you know, it's the thing with Buena is, and they're doing it right now, is they're going to have to learn how to play selflessly. Like sometimes it can't be about you, and because there are so many good players. You know, it's just through the offense, do it in fluidity of the offense.
Julian Duran just ice cold from 3-pointer. We were hoping to get a Julian Duran show today. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Duran, of course, the lore of Sierra Vista right now with his sharp shooting from the 3-point line. Can't really get him to go today. He made his first one since then.
Nice play.
The good cut, but McKinney's going to miss that layup. The ball's going to be bouncing around, and that great job by Ricardo Brooks to kind of get his body in the way and knock that one off of Edmonds. 11:47 to play.
Well, and to shield him from getting back to the ball, knowing that it was going to be their ball. So, yeah, Ricardo Brooks is having a good game. Just making heads-up plays. Like, now, some stuff you don't see on the stat line, as they say.
Well, Ricardo Brooks is out here starting the second half. You know that Coach Baker likes what he saw in this game from him. Ball's going to swing all the way around to Duran. This one's going to go in, folks.
Oh, man. So for sure. That shooters shoot.
That was just off the back rim, so
how was that Duran off of Pusch Ridge?
Duran was missing short a little bit now, and now just a little bit off as he's trying to put one more rotation on that ball just to get it over that front part of the rim.
He's going full John Starks on it. He's like, I'm going to keep shooting until it goes in.
You have to.
I mean, absolutely.
And why not? He's got a 4-point lead. Why not work on it? Great defense from Ricardo Brooks. But the ball will stay with McKinney from Pusch Ridge. He has been incredibly hot here in the second half. Noah McKinney driving on the inside. The finger roll not going to go in. Not happy with himself on that. Actually, just not happy with the ball on that one. That should have gone in. Jamin Booker with it now. Over to Zeus. He can pop it from there. Decides better of it. Good drive by Zeus
Makes the smart
Pacheco,
play, yep.
and he's going to go to the line to shoot too.
Yeah, he makes the smart play right there. Well done by Zeus. Go in there, draw the contact, get the foul. Let's get the easy ones at the free throw line. And while he's doing that, I'm going to thank Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up. Contact Grasshopper Landscaping for all your needs, serving all of Cochise County, or give them a call 520-456-8945.
Nailed it.
But this gym got really quiet.
I know, right? Jesus Pacheco up and ooh. Touched the backboard, touched the rim a few times, and didn't go down the net. That's unfortunate.
Buena, 4-point lead, 10:58 in the half, second half. 32-28.
Up and good with the second one. So Zeus hasn't been on fire from the line, so to speak, but he does make that one. So a 5-point Buena Colt lead, 33-28. Good track back defense from Kingston and Clark. He made Lamb think twice about that shot. 10:45 to play. Good
he
defense
just throws it away.
from Kingston Clark, but whoa, McKinney. What defense. He saved an easy bucket, but now Ricardo Brooks from behind. It's just a turnover fest. Jesus Pacheco throws it up, and Booker jams it home. You got it. It's on the left side. Don't worry.
Thank God.
The alley and the oop from Jesus Pacheco and Jamin Booker. 35-28, 7-point lead from the Colts, and all the style points on the side of the Colts here tonight as well.
I'm going to give it a 9-8. Oh, I was like, if I miss that, I swear I'll kill somebody. But the Buena Colts going showtime on it. Dunk Coast University over here.
So
there, that's what I wanted at the end of that first half. Just get the ball up quickly, and Booker will go find it.
Well, obviously someone on the bench has the stream going because they said, hey, Dave said you should throw that one up next time. He sure did. 35-28. Now Colts on top by 7 points. 10-18 to play. Game far from over, but the Buena Colts really starting to find their rhythm in the offense here.
Yeah, this is one of those stretches where Pusch Ridge is going to have to put their heads down and play some good defense, because this game can get away from them right now if they get it frustrated.
That's going to be Thomas Welker for three, and Welker rips the net open. Now a 10-point lead for the Buena Colts. Just 3 minutes ago, this game was tied, Dave.
Yeah, no, Buena Colts having a nice stretch right here. Oh, and he flops his way into the call.
I can see that one.
Santino with the little flopperini over there.
I'm the one that agrees with the refs and tells you to get off their back. That was a clear flop. So 9:58 to play, 38-28. Colts on top, turning a lot of good defense into offense. Let's not get lost by the effort of the defense. That one's going to be up and off the front iron there from Ben Lamb, who is still yet to make a bucket here in the second half for the Lions. It's going to be put up and back in by Luke Johnson. Now an 8-point Colt lead.
Pusch Ridge is getting too many offensive rebounds. That's something we need to work on.
Thomas Welker over to Criado. Sam Criado. He's going to drive on the inside, floater in the lane. Gets it to go. Soft touch off the rim. Back to a 10-point Colt lead.
Big shot, Sam. Oh, there's a press and nobody to help him.
And Criado's going to come in with the steal. Sam Criado going all the way in, off the backboard. No. Jamin Booker, the putback. You expect him to make that
He's
one.
going to be mad at himself for that one.
So Pusch Ridge dodges a bullet from the Buena Colts. Still just a 10-point lead. Amazon trying to drive into the lane. There's Ben Lamb, quiet the second half, leading scorer for the Lions in the first half. Santino Amazon.
And the Buena defense has stepped up. They are playing at a more intense level.
There's just so much athleticism on this Colt team, Dave. They returned everyone from last year. They're a year older. That's going to be a tripping, it looks like, on Criado. Pusch Ridge needed that one, but talking about these Buena Colts, it's crazy to see they return so many people. They're just that much more explosive this year.
Well, again, it all starts on the defensive end. Any good basketball team, it goes through the defensive, transitions into the offense. Right now, Buena is playing defense.
Reset the shot clock. Full 35 back on the clock. Amazon's going to drive.
Kick it out. He had an open three over there waiting for him.
It looked like he wanted to draw the foul, couldn't do it. This one's going all the way up to Booker. His third dunk of the game, Jamin Booker, really coming alive in the second half.
Did you think that 0 points in the first half pissed him off or what?
I'm telling you, somebody's feeding him exactly what we're saying about him. 42-30, Colts on top. Jamin Booker, 3 dunks, 1 from the ollie and the oop. This one's going to be taken away. Thomas Welker. Again, more great defense from the Colts. Jesus Pacheco.
Oh, no, that's greedy. That's just greedy.
Santino Almazan is going to lay that one up and show Zeus like, this ain't get 2 points.
But the same thing with Lamb in the first half. Coach Baker is going to be like, hey, we had 2 points right there.
You're not wrong about that. Good pass inside to Welker from Booker, and Thomas Welker's going in line to shoot too. Thomas Welker, the big for the Buena Colts, stay well over 6 feet 6 inches tall.
Yeah, that's why, I mean, he's shooting those threes. Normally you don't want your big shooting those, but he's making them, so I guess Coach Baker will let him off the hook on that one. But these free throws are brought to you by Ginger's Title Services of Sierra Vista, located at 999 East Fry Boulevard, and now open Saturdays, 9 to 2.
And also brought to you by the Ed Morse Automotive Group. Drive in today and experience the difference, just like the Buena Colts are driving into that paint and slamming this ball home. It's a dunk-a-thon. It's a dunk contest. Jamin Booker versus Jamin Booker versus Jamin Booker.
Yeah, he had one two-hander, he had one one-hander, and one off the lob, so we're just going to get a 360 or a through the legs, and we'll call it a day.
We know that Welker can dunk, and we've heard Coach Dennis Baker tell us that Jesus Pacheco can dunk as well. But Zeus, very content, except for on that last one, we tried to get the alley-oop on. Very content to just put it off the glass and get the easy 2 points.
I don't think they understand how hard that off-the-backboard alley-oop is.
Especially when Booker was on the wing. He wasn't even following it. Welker up and good with the first one. 11-point Colt lead here, 43-32.
But yeah, Coach Baker talking about what Booker does in practice, like just trying to do free throw line dunks and stuff like that. So
it's paying off, Dave, let me tell you.
Welker's shot looks really good today. He looks a lot more confident than he did in the first game.
He's getting a little bit frustrated in the first half, but he's definitely settled into this offense, Dave. That's going to be Santino pulling up, and they needed that one quick in the shot clock as well. With just 7:40 to play, now a 9-point Buena Colt lead at 44-35.
Santino's a feisty point guard. That's exactly what you want out of that position.
Criado with it.
Nice
Back
pass
inside
inside.
to Jesus Pacheco. At the rim, good defense. Zeus puts it back up, and that's going to be a good rebound. Number 24, Levi Adcock, who's got his first minutes of the ball game here in Pima, Arizona.
And Noah McKinney, just like Jamin Booker in the second half, we're seeing all that we heard about. That was a huge block down there on Zeus.
McKinney's going to try to get rewarded. Jumps inside
Nice
the paint.
Pass.
Out, elbow jumper up and no good. But
offensive rebound.
Offensive rebound by Pusch Ridge. A good job there by Thomas Welker fighting for the ball. Possession arrow will stay with the Lions from Pusch Ridge.
So 7 minutes left, 9-minute lead for Buena. Let's see if Buena can put him away. Again, Pusch Ridge, a very good fundamentally sound team. So
Almazan in the paint, trying to get that hook to go. No dice on that. Jamin Booker the rebound. Adam Nelson has checked back into the ball game for the Buena Colts. Jesus Pacheco with it. Gets it over to Sam Criado for three. Criado, no, off the front iron. Jamin Booker, offensive rebound, goes up and puts it in. I thought we were getting another dunk on that one.
I thought he was going for it again, but making the smart play, taking the easy layup.
46-35, 6:34 to play in this ball game. Buena Colts well in hand right now, but that momentum in basketball can switch in an instant. All it takes is one bucket. Pusch Ridge looking for that
Wide
bucket.
Open.
And that's going to be a travel. Luke Johnson wanted to go up with it and forgot to dribble the ball after he got his man in the air. So 6:21, still an 11-point Buena Colt lead.
You see it all the time in college and the pros, and when it works for you, when you do that ball fake and it go flying by you, you get a little excited. And you just forgot to put the ball on the ground.
Sam Criado's going to bring the ball up for the Buena Colts. Throws it over to Booker. Jamin Booker, I think 8 or 10 points in this second half. Drives on the inside. Good help defense. And that's going to be McKinney taking the ball away. McKinney going to try to take on every Buena Colt and gets through him to cut this lead back down to 9.
That kid is a sophomore. Give that kid 2 more years. He is going to be something else.
Sophomore, you say?
Yep.
Criado with the ball. I think Criado's a sophomore as well, right?
Yeah.
Nelson gets it to Kingston Clark.
Senior.
Really? Kingston Clark's going to be fouled as he drives on the inside.
We got a lot of seniors on this team. A lot of them. We also have a lot of juniors. So
Ricardo Brooks being one of them. We'll see you next year, Ricardo Brooks as well.
No, again, we talk about that perfect storm in high school programs. For the Buena Colt basketball program, this is the perfect storm. Right, where they have all the perfect mixture of seniors and juniors. This is the year to go for it. To go for all of it.
Kingston Clark, he's going to drive on the inside, off the glass, no good. Booker, another rebound, and Jamin Booker really come to life here in the second half. 0 points to 12 points.
Dominating.
In an instant.
Dominating in the second half.
48-37, that's going to be McKinney. McKinney
does
Santino.
Fly.
Oh, that was Santino.
Santino again.
I should have seen it because Santino throws his head up like LeBron James does every time. Thomas Welker on the inside gets it out to Booker. Booker step back, decides to get it back to Welker. There's Nelson. Good outlet pass.
Uh-oh.
Nelson's going to pop a 3-ball. That's going to be well short. That's a long rebound. McKinney's going to track it down, and he loses possession of the ball. So still a 9-point Buena Colt lead as they get it right back with 5:13 to play in this ball game.
That was a huge turnover for Pusch Ridge, and McKinney mad at himself for not being able to control it.
One of those rare instances, Dave, where our travel time's actually going to be longer than the game. This has been a very efficient night here.
But we're in Tucson. They have good food.
Kingston Clark with it. He's going to drive. Lays it up off the glass. There's going to be a foul. That's going to be on Ben Lamb. So Kingston Clark attacking the basket, going to the line for 2. Leading scorer for the Colts in the first half.
If you can get 10 of those per game out of Kingston Clark, you're going to win every game you play. Getting in there, creating the contact, getting to the line. Kingston Clark is just asserting himself with authority.
Just like that free throw, it's up and good. These free throws are brought to you by Synergy Home Care, providing non-medical home care to all of Santa Cruz and Cochise County. Call them today at 520-685-1035.
Ricardo Brooks checking back into the game for Buena.
Clark misses the second one, and Jeremy Booker in the game as well. That's going to be a foul on Jeremy's older brother, Jamin Booker. 10-point lead for the Colts, 4:57 to play in this one. Just got to avoid that explosive three-pointer, Dave. That's going to give Pusch Ridge some momentum.
And they're running that press that they've had a little success with in this game. But Pusch Ridge is able to get it past. Almost turns it over right there.
The defense right, Criado. Lamb loses the handle on the ball. Gets all the way over to Santino. Santino, elbow jumper. He made his last one. Can't get that one to go. Jeremy Booker trying to throw it up to Jamin. What a play from Jamin Booker. Off the glass and in. This kid is special, Dave. I almost swore on TV.
And he's playing within the team. Like he's not overextending on anything. Oh, that's a bad
throw
pass.
this one away. McKinney. He's going to throw it down. Noah McKinney at the rim, the sophomore, with the dunk, and now just a 10-point Colt lead. The big three-pointer we talked about igniting this Lions offense. We'll see if that dunk does the same thing.
I told you, the kid was above the rim before the game, so we finally got to see the sophomore dunking. Yeah, that was a big spark play for him.
Someone tell Noah McKinney Buena's losing some seniors next year.
That's quite the trip. But this time out brought to you by the Sierra Vista Soap Company, locally handmade bath and body products. You can find them at CSUN Creations in the Sierra Vista Mall or at SierraVistaSoapCompany.com.
And that timeout does give me an opportunity to thank the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. They're proud to support our young athletes and the Buena Colt basketball team. If you're in the market to buy or sell, make your first call to the real estate experts at 717-599-2439.
And thank you to Allo Fiber, your new home team for internet, TV, and phone. Visit AlloFiber.com to learn more about the Allo Fiber difference.
We got partners in Allo Fiber. You know what we need to do is see if they have a portable internet connection. If that could be something that we can get.
They'd be like, hey, you advertise with Cool FM. We need you.
My only hang-up is with what everyone's talking about Starlink is, does that need to be outside or something like that? You know. Who knows? Anyway.
4:50. You know what we could do is just hit the snack shack and just watch another game. You know.
We absolutely could. Hopefully Douglas plays 51-41. Your score here with 4:15 as we come out of that timeout in the second half. This is the final half. We're doing college time rules with 2 halves, folks. Jamin Booker does take a seat and get a rest. It's going to be Pacheco, Jeremy Booker, Ricardo Brooks with the ball now, Kingston Clark, and Sam Criado on the court for the Buena Colts. And that's going to be a blue hold on number 4, Jonathan Rank.
Jeremy Booker just trying to get the ball in the post. He is posting up his man, Jonathan Rank, and he's just can't get the ball into him, but he wants it so bad on that post. What the heck was that?
That was weird. We had a substitution coming in. Santino Almazan coming back into the game for Pusch Ridge.
Yeah, Santino's having a great game for Pusch Ridge. Heart of a lion.
Oh, Jesus Pacheco's going to throw this one all the way across the backcourt.
You're allowed to do that.
Ricardo Brooks with the ball now for the Colts. Kingston Clark. He's going to drive the inside. Kingston Clark's been attacking all game. And another 2 points for Kingston Clark, 53-41. Colts 12-point lead, and it's panic time for the Lions.
I tell you, if that's the Kingston Clark that we're going to see, then Buena is going to have a big year.
Santino doing a great job of dribbling away from a couple threats.
What a pass.
That's McKinney on the inside, lays it cleanly off the glass and cuts the lead back down to 10.
That is how you cut without the basketball. And ball's delivered perfectly in motion, easy layup. Moving without the ball is the most undervalued thing in all of basketball.
Jeremy Booker
Go set a screen.
Ricardo Brooks for the Buena Colts.
See, again, look at the four Buena Colts. Like, there, we finally get Criado cutting across the baseline, but nobody's moving without the ball.
And they finally he thought about that. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Kingston Clark gets his man up on the inside again. Kingston Clark, no, but guess who's there? Johnny on the spot. Jesus Pacheco for the putback. 55-43. Pusch Ridge trying to bring the ball up. Ooh, good job there from Lamb to save that one. But he's going to throw it away. Zeus Pacheco. You're not going to outmuscle Zeus Pacheco. Oh, McKinney does get it, but Jeremy Booker there.
Pick his pocket.
And Booker right off the glass. Here's first 2 points of the game. Buena Colts have opened up a 14-point lead.
That'll do it.
All that's left in this one are the handshakes.
Oh, he picked him clean. The sophomore going to learn how to hold the ball after that one. He got his pocket picked.
Now the Lions a little frantic, but they are going to work a very open shot. Kingston Clark's going to get the rebound.
Yes, sir. Like you said, we are done here. Buena blowing it away.
That one's on me. I mean, it's so electric in here. The camera's moving. Kingston Clark.
Feel that crowd. Hey, come on, Ricky.
Kingston Clark with the ball now for the Colts. Gets it over to Criado. Ricardo Brooks, he didn't step over. Despite what the Pusch Ridge coaches thought. Jeremy Booker, corner three, up and good. Jeremy Booker, 2 for 2 in this ball game, 5 points, 60-43, 17-point lead for the Buena Colts.
I am tired of hearing my brother's name. I'm going to show you what time it is. Big plays by Jeremy. What a pass.
For McKinney. What defense? Sam Criado getting up there.
The smallest guy on the court getting the block.
It's all about effort, Dave. You say it all the time. Kingston Clark.
I just watched a 5'4" girl out-rebound a 6'3" girl because of effort. I just watched that because she boxed her out.
Criado with the ball now. Gets a step on McKinney. Buena content to run clock on this one, but unfortunately this is 5A basketball, so there is a shot clock. Kingston Clark going back in. There's Jesus Pacheco for a 3-ball. Off the back iron, no good. A rebound coming to Hunter Edmonds for the Lions.
The Buena Colts looking good in game 1 of the tournament. I expect to see them in the championship game on Saturday.
Ben Lamb going. That's going to be a block and one from Ben Lamb. And both he and Kingston Clark hit the deck hard. We heard that one up here. And that is unforgiving hardwood, Dave, in basketball.
Yeah, I don't know if he banged a knee, but he did yelp out in pain.
Oh, there we go. Anthony Esker with 49 seconds left to go in this ball game. Our first comment. We're not used to that, folks. You need to be way more active in these Buena Colt chats.
He landed on his hip.
Anthony says, "Let's go, Jesus." That's Zeus to us.
Again, we don't want to see injuries in any sport. In basketball, when they hit the wood like that, that is tough. And hopefully Lamb gets up. He had a really good game, and they're going to need him for the rest of the tournament. But hopefully he's just okay. I think he banged his hip. And trust me, as a guy with a permanently broken hip, it hurts.
49 seconds to go on this ball game. It is 60-45. Buena Colts are going to walk out of here with a victory in the first game that they've played this weekend in the Pima Community College Aztec Holiday Classic. That's 2 Holiday Classics in a row we've gotten to broadcast, Dave.
Yeah. I'm still looking at this kid over here. He is not in a good way. I mean, again, football is something where you're more accustomed to seeing injuries because of the way of the physicality of the game. But basketball, when you see an injury, it's normally not good.
Especially if you're met at the rim. That's where you're going to get most of your injuries from basketball. And those landings, like I said, that is hardwood. The floor is almost as hard as the Thunder Mountain Wrestling ring, so I tell you.
They're going to try to get him up. Yeah, he definitely landed on his hip. That is 100% what happened.
There's 49 seconds left to go in the game. Now, Ben Lamb is definitely going to sit down. They're not going to risk it. In high school basketball, I know in the NBA, if you want to come back in the game, you have to take your free throw. So
Yes.
So that's the same in high school, you would assume.
So, yeah, they're going to have a substitute free throw shooter because, Lamb is done for the day. He is in a little bit of pain over there.
That substitute free throw shooter is going to be brought to you by the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. If you're in the market to buy or sell, make your first call to the real estate experts at 717-599-2439.
So Brody Bangert, are you going to be the one to shoot these free throws? Number 22?
Just one, it's an and one.
Oh, that's right.
Up and good. So now a 13-point Colt lead, 49 seconds. Just a couple more possessions here for the Buena Colts before they walk away from Pima Community College with their first win here in the Aztec Holiday Classic.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it was easy, but they handled business the way I expected them to after the first half tendencies. I expected Buena to come out in the second half. Coach Baker's going to have them coached up, and they're just going to take it away.
Carter Brooks is going to go to the inside and get his layup going on that, 52-46. And it's never easy in basketball, Dave, because again, runs happen, and 9 points can happen in a matter of 30 seconds. Speaking of good three-point ball, but the Buena Colts were in control of the game the entire way.
Well, and that's why we always say defense, 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 because if you can play defense, you can prevent those runs from really getting out of control. And he's just going to dribble this one out, and we are done here, my friends.
Zeus Pacheco's going to handle the ball as we come to the end of the first game for the Buena Colts in the Pima Aztec Holiday Classic. We will sit there and try to figure out if Douglas won or lost, folks. So not stay tuned, but just keep your ear to the grind, and we'll see if we're coming up here to broadcast Douglas and Buena tomorrow, or maybe just Buena.
You talk to the folks for a minute. I'm going to see if I can grab us a player or two.
That's a good idea. Let's get an interview going on in here. And of course, just to read off the sponsors one last time, I would like to thank BARNETT'S Towing and BARNETT'S Propane, serving our community since 1963. Thank you as well to the Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County. They have physical therapy departments in Hereford, Bisbee and Douglas that provide the highest quality of services to outpatients and home health patients of all ages. Make an appointment with one of their doctors of physical therapy today at 520-432-6435. Thank you to Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management, putting the boot on bugs. And for 15 years, our number one choice for pest control in Cochise County, veteran owned and operated with your satisfaction, Mike's Guarantee. And Ginger's Titles Services of Sierra Vista presents us Kingston Clark and Jamin Booker, two of the stars here for the Buena Colts, as the Buena Colts get their first win here in the Pima Aztec Holiday Classic. Boys, great victory. How are we feeling after that one?
It feels pretty good. I feel like we should have won this game a little bit more, but I mean, we still won by like 15, something like that.
Yeah, well, the defense is always going to be there for you, boys. And then obviously, second half, you kind of put it on them with the offense. What do you think was the catalyst for that offensive explosion? Went from 28 points to 60 like that.
Honestly, I just think with our transition points that we're just able to keep pushing the ball, and it's our defense turning into offense.
Now something I want to start with you, Kingston. That aggression towards the basket, that physical play, even from the guard position. I was saying during the broadcast, if we get 10 of those a game, we're not losing these games. Yeah. Like, if you get to that basket like that and you use that physicality as a guard and creating those free throws, I mean, that really seemed to Buena really spurs himself around that.
Yeah.
So it's been a little bit different. It's been someone else every single first quarter to get you guys going. I mentioned Duran with his three-pointers last game, and Kingston, like Dave said, that was you this in the first half, taking the game over. Is it just comforting knowing that it doesn't matter where it's going to come from? Someone's going to come in and spark us.
Yeah, it's really nice to know that we have at least 6-7 guys that can just score automatically like that, and just know that we can have them whenever we need them. So.
Jamin, we mentioned on the broadcast you were having a dunk contest against yourself. Which one do you think you won there, brother? Which dunk?
The lob dunk?
Had to be the lob.
Now, and a more serious thing, when it comes to you, Jamin, now you were scoreless in the first half, but we were talking about the depth of the Buena Colts, and to play selfless like that, knowing that it will come to you eventually, that you don't have to force it because you're 10 deep on this team. And so there's going to be nights where it's not going to be you. There's going to be nights where, you're only going to have 8 points, but your team's still going to win by 20. But for you to be patient and wait that out, and then all of a sudden second half, like, wham, and then we're done here. Let's have a showcase.
Is that easy for you to do? Is it easy for you now not to press? That you're a senior, you've been playing this game a while. Is that something that comes more naturally this year?
I would say but I feel like offensively at least, for me, it's like as long as our team is scoring, it doesn't really matter who. As long as the ball's going to the basket, I don't really care. But if you have the opportunity, you got to take it at least like that.
But that mentality is what is going to have Buena, where your aspirations can start looking for statewide stuff. If you guys play like that, 12 deep, with that mentality where something, like let's do this through the offense or create it when need be. You guys have high aspirations right now. You guys look well tuned early in the season. in my humble opinion.
I would agree with that, and I think one of the reasons we think so is the defense is really looking solid. And we made mention of it a couple times in the second half. Those shots are closing down quickly. Is that something that the whole team takes a lot of pride in, is just making sure that you're probably the best team in Arizona basketball right now?
Yeah, when it comes to defense, that's what we preach. Like, we just think that if we play good defense, offense will just come to us naturally. So that's kind of what we have.
I agree with that. I think it's happening.
No, go ahead, brother.
Sorry.
Go ahead,
Go ahead, brother.
I would say for me that is, like Cochise said, one of our main priorities. And also, like, I feel like it makes our offense a lot better too. Yeah, and especially when we're able to just lock down their main two guys, like we did today. Like, 11 and 1, like they weren't even there. I mean, 1 did do pretty well.
Yeah, he had a decent first half, and
11 was their main guy, and we just shut him down completely.
yeah, he was scoreless in the first half. I mean, it's hard to hold a kid like that down all game, but you did hold him scoreless for the first half. It looks like your team is about ready to get out of here, so we're gonna let you boys go.
Congratulations, boys! Great game.
Appreciate you. All right, boys, we'll see you at your next home game. Oh, well, folks, thank you everybody for joining us here at Pima Community College for Buena Colt basketball. They were a big win today over Pusch Ridge. They're going to try and make their way to the championship game of this tournament, but that was Paul Quarter. I'm Dave Davies. We'll see you next time.